Hello there guys, welcome back to another review. As promised, today I will be looking at the Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom Series 3 Mini Dinos. Now Series 3 comprises 5 new species with a few other of the repainted versions. So as I've already looked at those, I'm going to be looking at the new figures. So we've got the 5 here, the Ceratosaurus, Pachyrhinosaur, Dimorphodon, Diplodocus and Postasuchus. So if I just move a lot of these off to the side, we will start off with the Ceratosaurus. Now the Ceratosaurus is basically a smaller version of its larger Rorivore counterpart. It's got some nice detail and some nice paint applications, especially the red, the orange and the yellow. I think it looks really, really nice on this small figure. Jaw articulation, as always. The arms even got the correct number of fingers as well. The large oversized feet, which does help it stand a little bit, even though this one does tend to topple over. So I tend to just put it up against another one, but I think once you get it just right, it will stand up. I also got the osteoderms or spikes along the back. So yeah, so this is a really, really nice one. I quite like it, especially for the colour. And also, as Ceratosaurus is one of my favourite dinosaurs. So the nose horn as well. So yeah, this is a really cool one. Next up, we have the Pachyrhinosaurus. Even though a lot of, I know that the larger one is called a Sinoceratops, but that was because of the whole design change that happened during the post-production. It was going to be a Pachyrhinosaurus, and they changed it to a Sinoceratops, but as it is and looks like a Pachyrhinosaurus, I'm calling it a Pachyrhinosaurus. So it's got some nice detail on it. It's like a mint sort of green colour with some brown on the back. Articulation, you can move the head up and down and side to side. There is some nice detail on the head, the boss, how it's been done, the nose, a lot of the frill, epicetals and horns. You can see where the frill lines are here, where like the bright colours would be, but that's in like the larger Rorivore version. At the feet, the very elephant-like feet, even though Ceratopsians had different sized feet, but you know. And then there's the tail. There is some nice sculpted detail on it. You can see a lot of the scales and osteoderms have been nicely sculpted with this, and also with this brown paint. So yeah, so this is a rather nice figure. I think it's actually a great Pachyrhinosaurus design. It's based on Pachyrhinosaurus lacustae because of these 3 horns in the center of the frill, and also these 2 horns on the top. So yeah, so it's quite a nice one. I mean, I would have also liked a Sinoceratops as well, but I don't think we're going to get one of those for quite a while. But yeah, it's nice to have a Pachyrhinosaurus, an accurate Pachyrhinosaurus, that you could say it's mostly accurate in the franchise. So yeah, this is quite a nice one. Next up, we have the pterosaur Dimorphodon. So this sort of shares some of the similar features of the Pteranodon, just that the wings move up and down, but the rest of it is a new sculpt. You can see we've got some of the nice pycnofibers along the back. Got the tail here. Now the tail, weirdly, should actually be like that, but strangely they have it sculpted like that, which is kind of, up, not sideways. So I don't know, maybe that was a design flaw or something, but I know it looks odd. Got the feet here at the back, even though the wing membrane is meant to attach to the back, because you can see there at the back is where the wing membrane is, so that should be attached there, but it is Jurassic World. So the wings can move up and down, and they can also turn. The one on the left is more loose than the right one, so hopefully it's not going to pop out, but it should be fine. But yeah, still in this rather dark greyish green sort of colour with the red on the wingtips, and there is a bit of a paint mark on mine. We can see a bit of red there where the pycnofibers are. And the head, while it is nicely detailed, doesn't look anything like an actual Dimorphodon. Looks more like a theropod. But it is Jurassic World after all. Next up, we have the two new ones that have actually only got the minis at the moment. There are no larger figures of these just yet for the franchise. Well, anyway, in the toy line, you could say. But first up is the Pachyrhinosaur. Now it is actually rather nicely detailed. I love the crocodilian-like scales going all the way down the body. Some very nicely sculpted. The feet, though, are very oversized, but I guess that helps it stand up. But weirdly enough, the front feet are, short. They're not as big as the back feet, which is really weird. The head is nicely detailed and sculpted, though it doesn't really look a lot like a Pachyrhinosaur. It does have jaw articulation. It doesn't really close as well. It's still got like this bit of a gap here. And it's something like this olive green with a darker green along the back. I think it's quite a nice colour scheme. But this is not an accurate Pachyrhinosaur, as we know that Pachyrhinosaur was mainly bipedal. But it's nice to have the creature featured in the toy line for Jurassic World Fallen Kingdom. I think it'll make a nice addition to the mini dinos collection. And last but not least, we have the Diplodocus. This is the one of the few sauropods in the mini dino line. In fact, in the Jurassic World toy line at the moment, I know that the Brachiosaurus and Amargasaurus are coming out next year, the first larger sauropod figures. I look forward to seeing those. But yeah, the Diplodocus hasn't actually appeared in any of the movies, but is in the Jurassic World Evolution game. It features the same sort of articulation as the Apatosaurus from Series 1, so the neck moves up and down, and it can turn slightly. Sorry about that. We've got the very small head, eye there, and we've got the spikes running down all the way along the neck, the back, and also the tail. The tail is actually quite short for a Diplodocus. It's mainly more whip-like. The feet are very elephant-like, quite kind of goofy looking feet. But the coloration is green with yellow cream underbelly. So nothing exciting for the colour scheme, but it's nice to have a new creature. So this is the Wave 3 minis. I managed to find these by chance at my local Asda Walmart. Hopefully you guys will be able to find them soon as well. I do hope that in the future they do continue to do these little mini dinos. I love these guys. They're really nice to look at. They make, I think, great little baby dinos, and even for the added articulation, I think they are definitely worth the I believe it's the $2.99 price or $2.49 for them. I think they're really well done. So I do hope you like this video, guys. Please like, comment, subscribe. As for next reviews, I don't really have any other figures, like new figures to review, so I might go through some of my older figures that I haven't done yet. I know that a friend of mine, Josh, would like me to review the Safari Limited Gastornis, so I will probably be doing that very soon. Like, comment, subscribe, and I will see you guys in the next video.